But
And
let's
the
get into it,
tie
man.
there.
Let's get into week
All right.
week 11, man.
These are our predictions for week 11. We're going to run through here. We're going to be giving our predictions on the spread, against the spread. And yeah, let's go Thursday night football 2 days from now. We got an NFC East battle, and that's the Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia is -3.5. Washington is +3.5. This is a really good game. The line is leaning towards the Commanders with the -115 and the Eagles -105. Gabe, who do you got?
I haven't watched a lot of Commanders games, let me admit.
I've watched a lot somehow. I don't know how. They've had good games, so I don't know.
I've been watching. You put me on late. You said, "Hey, well, Baker Mayfield." I started watching the Bucks, and you're saying Jaden Daniels MVP or Rookie of the Year. I gotta probably watch more Commanders games. Philly having coming off a great win. I expect this game to be competitive. Give me Philly at home just because I'm more familiar with their style.
Yeah, this one's a really, really tough one for me. I will say, man, this year Thursday night football has been lit. Like Thursday night football has been really good this year. Last year was atrocious, but there's been a lot of really good games, and I think this is going to be one of them. I have a hard time picking this one, but I'm going to say Eagles win, but I'm going Commanders with the spread. I think this is going to be like a 1 or 2 point game. It's going to be really close. So I'll go Commanders +3.5.
Hey, but I won't be surprised if the Eagles lose. I got the Eagles winning, but I won't be surprised if they lose.
All right, next we got the hold up, I lost the page. Okay. Yeah. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Detroit Lions. Jacksonville +13.5. Detroit -13.5, with the line leaning towards Jacksonville at -118 to get within the 13.5. And I'm going to say I tend to agree with that. Jacksonville, like I said, there's only been one game this entire season where they haven't been within 5 points. They've won on the spread every single time. I'm going Jacksonville here. Obviously, Detroit wins. Mac Jones has been terrible, but for whatever reason, I don't know if T-Law's coming back. I got to look at the injury report on that exactly, but either way, somehow they just find a way to be close, and I'm always scared of big spreads like that. 13.5 is pretty crazy. So I'm going to go the Jags with the spread, but Detroit wins, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at the Bigsby. I don't know if Bigsby is going to be able to come back.
Yeah, he's hurt, yeah.
You give me Lions in the points. I guess Lions.
Wow.
I don't see Jackson. Let's go on to that thing, man.
All right, Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears, the biggest rivalry in the NFL, the most historic, the most vicious. I tell you what, quick little side note story. I went to a Bears game, to Bears versus Jacksonville. For whatever reason, a Packers fan was there walking down the stairs wearing an Aaron Rodgers jersey, and the entire 2 sections between the stairs, next to the stairs, were booing and throwing shit at this man.
Oh, wow.
So, like, the rivalry is real here. This is going to be a good one. I like the Bears not the Bears. I like the Packers here. I think the Packers have been really good. The Bears have kind of cooled off a little bit. The line is leaning towards the Packers to get the -5.5. Jordan Love is back. I like the Packers in general this season. I think the Packers are really good, and yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll go with Packers. Like 7 or more points.
All right. We got the Los Angeles Rams at the New England Patriots. Los Angeles is -4.5 as a road favorites. New England +4.5. The odds right down the middle at -110. I'm going to go Rams with the -4.5. I think they win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
Rams haven't been high-scoring teams, but I think they get enough. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the Cleveland Browns at the New Orleans Saints. Cleveland +1.5. New Orleans -1.5. Jameis Winston is coming back to New Orleans in a revenge game. Does he get it done, Gabe?
Yeah, give me Saints. I think they had a huge week. Give me Saints over.
Okay. I'm going to tend to agree with you. I don't know. This one's a tough one. You know what? I'm going to go Browns just to be different. I like the Browns. I really think you can go overweight. I think the Browns haven't been too bad. All right, let's go to the Minnesota Vikings at the Tennessee Titans. Minnesota -5.5. Tennessee +5.5. Minnesota had a really bad game this week against the Jags, only scoring 12 points against that defense. Pretty embarrassing. Sam Darnold threw 3 picks. But nonetheless, this Minnesota Vikings team is one of the best teams in the league. They're playing super well. Tennessee sucks. I will never give Tennessee credit as a Jags fan. And I hope Minnesota beats the brakes off of them. And I think they do. Yeah. So I'm going to say Minnesota wins by 14.
I'm happy to admit I haven't seen any Titans game this year or any Patriots games.
You're like, I'm happy to admit.
Give me the Vikings.
Did you even see them play the Dolphins?
No, I didn't watch that game.
That game was terrible.
Track game. I know. I didn't watch it. It was out of my mind.
All right. We got the Indianapolis Colts at the New York Giants. This is not going to be a very good game. New York Giants. My bad. New York Jets. I apologize. Indianapolis Colts at the New York Jets. New York Jets -3.5. Indianapolis Colts +3.5. Wow. I'm going to go with the Jets here. They're at home. They're a little bit more of a cohesive unit, at least. It just feels like this Colts, both teams are kind of dumpster fires right now, but the Jets team is just has way more quality. So I'm going with the Jets here.
I'm going with a Jets implosion. So give me the Colts. They win.
Oh, interesting. All right, we got the Vegas Raiders at the Miami Dolphins. Miami is -7.5. Raiders +7.5. Minshew Magic. Actually, I don't even know if Minshew's starting for the Raiders. You want to talk about a team I'm happy to admit I haven't watched is the Raiders. I take that back. I've watched a couple games from theirs.
See, but you're a liar.
With that being said, I'm going Dolphins win at home. I don't like the 7.5. Quite honestly, that kind of scares me. I think they're putting a lot of faith in Tua being back and putting up points. I think it's going to take them some time to really start firing on all cylinders again. Obviously Dolphins win, but I think they win by like maybe 5, something like that.
I agree. Dolphins win, but Raiders cover the points.
All right. We got another big time rivalry matchup this Sunday. Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first time I feel like this is a really, really strong game where you got two of the best teams in the AFC up against each other. We got Pittsburgh +3, Baltimore -3. I'm actually going to go Pittsburgh to win this game. I like the +1. I like the +144 here. They're at home at the former Heinz Field. I forgot what it's even called now. But Pittsburgh, I like them more defensively. They're better on both sides of the ball. Baltimore has just shown to be so leaky in the secondary and just leave guys wide open. This is probably, I think a lot of people think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be probably like 24-28 kind of deal. And Pittsburgh wins here.
Give me, and Derrick Henry I trust. Give me the Ravens.
All right. We got Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco -6.5. Seahawks +6.5. I think Niners win, but I don't like the spread there. Niners have been keeping a lot of games close. I'm going Niners. I'm going to go Seahawks with the +6.5, but Niners win.
Yeah, I think Niners win. Seahawks cover. Probably Niners win probably like 6, not 6.5. I don't like that.
All right. We got the Atlanta Falcons at the Denver Broncos. I think this is a sneaky good game. Denver -2.5. Atlanta +2.5. So Atlanta this is a tough one because I think Atlanta defensively hasn't been the best while Denver has been kind of the opposite. They've looked really good defensively. I think we might see a pretty damn good game from Bo Nix this go around, but I'm going to go Denver at home. They've been really strong at home, especially this time of the year. It's starting to get chilly, starting to get cold. Atlanta plays in a dome. I'm going to go Denver here.
Really? I'm going to go Falcons. Falcons on the road.
All right. Now we got Kansas City Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. Bills -1.5. Chiefs +1.5. Look, man, I was talking about it earlier. I think the Chiefs get it done, dude. They've been the kryptonite to this Buffalo Bills team. They cannot get over that hump. I know Josh Allen has nightmares of Andy Reid and that mustache at night.
Chili mustache, that wet chili frost coming off the mustache.
Yeah, it's like Jack Frost coming out. He has nightmares about it, man. He's scared. He can't get it out of his head. Look, man, I can't bet against the Chiefs right now. I just feel like everything goes right for them.
Oh, my God.
Everything goes right for them. I as much as I want to root for their failure, like they're just I think they win it here. They play well in the cold. I don't think it matters. Like you said, if Pacheco comes back this week, that's going to add another element to this team. And I don't know. I kind of foresee a game where Buffalo might not score a lot because obviously the story of this year for them has been like no one to catch that ball.
Yeah.
So they try to bring in Cooper, but he hasn't been kind of non-existent for them. I don't know, man. I'm going Chiefs here.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Maybe I'm going to work up the words to say that I'm going to trust in the Bills beating them. I don't think the Bills are going to go any far in the deep. Like if they meet up again in the playoffs, I think the Chiefs are going to top them. But I think in a regular season game at home, I think the Bills can beat them. So give me the Bills. Somehow, some way, I think the Bills win this. But, best scenario is it ends in a tie.
The best. All right, Gabe, you love rooting for ties,
man. Please, man. Am I the only guy in the world that roots for ties? I don't want to root for any of these teams, but whatever.
All right, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Los Angeles Chargers. This is another good game. Los Angeles -1.5, Bengals +1.5. I'm going to go Chargers here at home. Sunday Night Football. I think they're going to light up this Cincy defense. This is going to be a shootout, 100%. But Chargers have been pretty solid defensively. I'm going to go Chargers here.
Yo, Herbert looked good. We didn't talk about Herbert at all, but him running, bro, him juking people, shaking people out. I'm like, oh my God, this guy has legs.
We haven't talked. Maybe we save it for next week. We haven't talked Chargers at all with Jim Harbaugh back in the fold, his first year back in the NFL. I've liked this, what I've seen from them so far in this kind of quasi rebuild that they're kind of doing. But I'm going Chargers here.
He looked good. Give me the Chargers at home. I just don't believe. Maybe the Bengals turn around, but give me the Chargers at home. I'll go with the home favorite.
All right, and now we got Monday Night Football is the Houston Texans at the Dallas Cowboys. Houston -7.5, Dallas +7.5. This is a tough one for me because, yes, Trey Lance is playing, and Trey Lance is terrible. Dallas is 0-4 at home. They haven't won a home game yet this season. I'm just afraid. I just feels like every time Houston should blow a team out, they don't. They either lose or they win close. They keep on winning or losing these like 23-20, 23-26. Like they lose in like or win in these like low 20 games. I'm gonna go Houston to win, but Dallas gets within 7. I don't know, man. Dallas has been getting blown out. I changed my mind.
I changed my mind.
It took me a second to remember that Dallas has been getting absolutely pummeled defensively. By 30, 20 points. Yeah. So you know what? I'm going Houston here.
Yeah, give me Houston. There's no reason the Cowboys this game should be even this close. Which we're giving 7.5 points, but give me the Texans, man. They're a way better team. Go on.
The question is, would you still take Texans with Dak in there? And honestly, I'd probably.
I'll say yeah. It's the fans, man.
It's how the Cowboys are losing. They're getting torched.
Yeah.